Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales. These are the adventures of The Rookies, a curated actual play of the tabletop role-playing game Masks, a New Generation from Magpie Publishing. Previously on Tavern Tales, Guidance Counselor Thornbobble is a bit much, but how will our heroes deal with some mandatory counseling?
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
The next panel is nowhere near the guidance counselor's office. It is, in fact, a close-up of a janitor's trolley. As we see the janitor trolley there in the one panel, and we back up from that, and we can see Jeb waving to XPay as XPay is walking down the hall with the guidance counselor's slip in hand.
XPay in their frame, you can see them waving back to Jeb, and a speech bubble that says, "Hi, Jeb."
Howdy!
Jeb, you sound so happy. How's your day?
Just peachy.
Well, that's good. I like peaches.
No peaches.
But you said it was peachy.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, peaches are yummy. Jeb, sometimes you're just very confusing. Are you okay, Jeb?
Hey!
Are you Adam Sandler?
Hey, Jeb. Have you met with this guidance counselor person before? Jeb, you're a man of many words. Fantastic.
Jeb is a Riddler. This is what was told to me by Paige in the very beginning. When I asked you what Jeb was like, you're like, Jeb is a Riddler.
Oh, yeah, he speaks in riddles. Dang it.
He hasn't even spoken a word yet.
Gotta work on them riddles.
I don't know where to go from here.
He passes you a brown bag of something that you would constitute as this must be a lunch, because other people have had brown bags that they have opened during the lunch period.
Thanks, Jeb. That's so nice of you.
It's bubbles.
I think you should take Jeb to the nurses.
I was just going to say.
It's okay.
Gonna ask if he was having a stroke,
That's
but I
what
don't
I'm
think I know what that was yet.
Howdy! And he leaves.
Oh my god.
Okay, bye, Jeb. It was nice seeing you. See you for dinner. And I continue walking down the hallway to the guidance counselor.
Guidance counselor's office is open, and Thornbobble waves you in. Bauble?
No, bobble.
Bobble.
Yeah, like a bobble, like a fishing bobble.
Thornbobble.
Yeah, Thornbobble.
Yeah, Thornbobble.
I'm going to change my name to that.
Is it Bobble or Bobble?
Oh, gosh. I pop my head into the office and I say, Miss Thornbobble?
Sit.
Thank you.
So you're, XPay.
That's correct.
PAH.
It's XPay.
I don't have any transcripts from you from any previous schools. The ward of our new janitor.
That's correct. This is my first school and it's so exciting.
Yes. So, you've taken to hanging out with some nefarious individuals. XPay.
What does that mean?
Yes.
Okay.
What does that mean?
What did you say? Nephew. I don't know what that means.
Well, then you're going to have some major troubles here in school, aren't you? If you don't know the various words.
I think I'm taking to learning very well.
Well, it's a lifelong thing. Look, you seem like a nice girl boy thing.
I'm a they.
Right.
It should say in my file that I don't have, I don't know what they're called.
Don't have a file. There was a receipt for Arby's.
I do really like Arby's. So does Jeb.
Indeed. There was a brown paper bag that had some sort of margarine or oil staining on it, and some handwritten notes that were very difficult to... The perfect child is all that it says. Really setting a poor benchmark.
Yeah, I think the butter was probably from the sandwich that I had one time for morning, and Jeb refers to me as the perfect child.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't seem to fit, but okay. Sounded like that was more of the company, the perfect child.
You know, I've heard something about that, and I think that's why Jeb calls me that, but I'm not too familiar.
He calls you anything at all, it'd be interesting. All I've gotten from him was a howdy.
Yeah, he's an interesting fellow.
Given your experiences and lack of education, you probably don't have a good understanding of what that really means.
What really means what?
Yes, that.
Okay, sweet.
Look, this school might not be the best place for an individual like yourself, Ms. Pay, Mr. Pay. So...
SX Pay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you mean like me? I'm just learning like everybody else.
Right. Well, the damages to the gymnasium and the things we saw on camera say otherwise. Now, Sam Smith School is a very good school for very normal, non-freakish individuals like yourself. But you're so...
Special.
Well, I was going to say dangerous, that we could probably handle it if you were just a goth kid who was unhappy with their home life.
I don't know what a goth is.
Yes, indeed. Or home life, no doubt.
You're saying a lot of words. I haven't taken this class yet.
Well, what she's essentially saying to you is that you're a danger to the world around you. And because you don't know anything and you have special abilities. And you're not so much a freak as you are very dangerous. And so she's trying to reduce your freak and increase your danger as part of this. And will also be offering you enrollment opportunities at Phoenix Academy or Excelsior Prep.
Haven't heard that before.
Right. So she's definitely passing the pamphlets over. The more important thing is, do you accept the fact that she's saying you're not so much a freak as you are a danger to society?
No.
Then you're going to have to resist that.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
God, I want Arby's now.
I just want to read. Okay.
A 9
9.
means you choose one of those opportunities below.
I'll just shift one label up and one label down.
Okay, cool. You're going to shift your labels, but it'll be your choice of labels. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to increase my freak and embrace it.
Lower the danger and up the freak.
Yeah.
I like it.
Excellent. Well done. Yeah, and you leave with Excelsior, Prep, and Phoenix Academy.
And I feel great. I think that was a very productive conversation.
Do you like this teacher, this guidance counselor?
I do.
Okay.
I think she's very easy to talk to.
Excellent. I love that.
Yeah.
So innocent.
Adora Smith, the panel is just her sitting there and passing you the pamphlets already. And she says, you know why.
Wow.
Miss Thornbobble.
Don't take no.
Cool. Is that all?
I mean, really.
What? You just looked at all of me. I don't know. Without her hoodie on, she's pretty built. What's up, Thornbobble?
So the scene starts with her.
Yeah.
You assume that you've already had some conversation piece
okay.
going on. And the scene starts with her passing you.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me contraceptives or something. This is less impressive. Oh, well. Adora just smiles.
She doesn't say anything and just continues to look at you blankly.
And are we done?
Look, you could be so much more. You're wasting all of your potential here. I just feel if you were to go down an academic or preparatory path that learned the tools that suited your vast skill set, Miss Smith, you could advance further than anyone. I mean, it was you at the end of the day that brought down Zion, and despite the fact of the loss of the gym, I really blame that on X-Pay and Ian Solar. But that's neither here nor there. At the end of the day, you have to be the one to pull up your britches and go out there and face the world and lead it out of this dark period we're doubtlessly entering. Only you can really do it, though. I don't know if you can notice, but she's trying to increase your savior and very much decrease your freak.
I like being a freak. I want to be a savior.
So then roll the dice
Yeah.
and see how it comes out, because she has influence over you. She's the guidance counselor.
Yeah.
What she says changes who you are. How did we do?
I accept these changes.
Yes, it's actually a miss, right?
Yeah.
So
I have a pencil.
you're going to have to mark a condition, and I adjust your labels for you. Your freak goes down, your savior goes up.
And she takes a condition.
And you mark a condition.
Rough.
So again, one of those choices that you make is you just get to willingly shift your own labels because their words still have had an impact on you. It's still done things to you, right? But in this instance now, a condition is also marked.
I'm insecure because that's appropriate.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're so judgy over there, Aaron.
Okay, wait. Let's think about this. You're a teenage boy in high school, and one thing is fling yourself into easy relief.
Thank you.
Throw yourself down on a beanbag chair and play a video game.
Sure.
Yeah, so
That's
we're
what-
all thinking.
That's what teenage boys in high school do to get easy
Release
relief.
steam, yeah.
Absolutely. Or chuck a rock through a plate glass window of the hardware store.
That's not George's style.
George's style is apparently just to wallow in hopelessness.
Yes.
And not accept or embrace any of the advantages and opportunities presented to him.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
He will never clear hopelessness.
He'll
on
be
his own.
hopeless forever.
So it's the end of the school day. Solarian's mom is standing out front, which is weird. She's never waiting for it. She has her briefcase in hand.
Nice.
Do they match? Can they be matchy briefcases?
Hers is more futuristic,
Oh, okay.
less 80s spinning number locks.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah, it looks like something you would like where Thor's hammer was held or something. Like one of those sorts.
When
of
you
kinky-
open it, it actually goes.
Yeah,
and like
probably.
there's like a little bit of mist that goes.
That's the
over
sort of
it.
case that you picture that happening, but you've never seen that happen because she's never opened her case.
Yeah.
But you definitely think there's like a tesseract inside.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it could be the source of their powers, where he opens the case and whatever he wanted to manipulate from cosmic energies is suddenly in the case.
Crystal meth.
Wow.
Yes. But he said that wrong. It's crystal math.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
Math
different
that's so advanced.
thing. Yeah, it's made of crystals.
It's past new math. It's crystal math.
Nice. Yeah. Mrs. Solarian Novarian, sure, is standing there. I don't know. Is that her name? What's her name?
I didn't give a name, but her name is now Navarian.
She goes by Barb Middleditch because you have to have a
business
that's what the business name. She's president of.
The acronym is IBT, and it stands for Impeccable Building Technologies.
She's standing there. She is like exemplary, blonde, blue-eyed, skin the color of the cosmos, because he's got a galaxy for skin.
Yeah.
So does Mom, of course. She's standing there. She's wearing a business suit. The four of you come out of school together around the same time. Chase is there as well in the background.
Mother?
Good. Come, all of you.
What?
Sorry, I don't.
I did not give
Strangers.
the four of you or five of you, if that Chase person is actually here, the opportunity to ask questions. I said, come. She starts to walk.
I wouldn't question her.
She's scary.
Yes, let's hop to, as they say.
Okay, I start hopping.
Do you hold your hands up like a little bunny?
I think it naturally
bit.
happens.
Yeah, you pass by Jeb. Howdy!
Yeah. Howdy back, Jeb.
And you walk down the halls. Novarian says, during a walk to our destination, you may, of course, ask questions. It would be immaterial for us to walk in silence.
So where are we walking?
This way.
This way where?
Yes,
Why are they all here, Mother?
because these are your colleagues, correct? This
I
is
didn't-
your team, as it were.
I didn't know we were having guests tonight.
They are not coming to our home.
Ollie.
You're walking through the school, just, down hallways with row after row of lockers. A couple of students finishing up their stuff for the day are walking out. You see Thornbobble in the distance, standing there talking to Macterson. She's not walking towards them, though.
I'm definitely going to wave at Thornbobble. Say, hi, Miss Thornbobble.
It's just the panel. Yeah, you wave. They're doing their thing. It's showing the audience that Macterson and Thornbobble are talking to each other.
So you like constructing things?
Not in the slightest. When you hold in your hand all of the energies of the cosmos and can create anything from whim, what is construction?
Just another.
Are we like in trouble or something?
Are you?
Yeah. George just gives up. He just doesn't ask. Just goes, well, I tried.
Adora is like kind of just puts up her hood and like just follows along. Embarrassed / insecure still from before.
Why are you here?
Excellent question, son. I have been here for the last several days because of the accident.
The gym was a noble sacrifice. But you rebuilt it. It was fine.
You had every intention of toppling that giant robot into the school's gymnasium. Nevertheless.
I loathe gym.
Solarian, Thornbobble blames you for the gym.
Of course she does.
You know, I stood up for you in there.
I'm sure you did.
She takes you right to the gym. She walks over to the equipment locker where all the dodgeballs and volleyballs and basketballs are kept in their corresponding baskets and whatnot. And there's a bunch of pads laid out for, the gymnastics unit and whatnot. She walks over and there is another door in this room. This door has a keypad in it. And she says, the code to this is Alpha Lambda Delta Pi.
Pi like P or pi like the number? I just learned that in science.
Pi is not a number, plebeian.
It's 3.14.
Pi is a letter.
And then a bunch of letters after the 3.14.
That is a number that is called pi.
Yeah, pi.
Pi is a letter.
Pi is a letter?
Indeed. If you had listened and I'd said Alpha Lambda Delta Pi, you would have realized I was utilizing which alphabet, son?
Oh, no, Aaron doesn't know.
The Grecian alphabet.
It's all Greek to you.
Yes.
Greek.
Wow, the Greek alphabet is super duper long. That's a lot of words for a letter. I can't look at him.
It's as easy as pie. You see a little smile come out of George. He likes food jokes.
So I assume numbers were too difficult? You had to use the Greek alphabet, Mother?
No, there's a correspondence to those. So the numbers themselves are related exactly and unto the numbers on a normal data pad.
So what are the numbers then?
Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi.
So pi is a number. Yeah.
She just looks at you.
Next page, just don't worry about it.
I just won't unlock the doors. Somebody else has to.
I'm going to assume they're all uppercase. You don't want to?
I mean, it's just
Okay,
Yeah.
so alpha represents any number between 0 and 1. Delta represents the number 4. Lambda represents the number 1. And pi is the number 3.
Cool.
Yes, 0.14159.
rounding down.
Continuing on.
Rounding down.
Okay.
So,
How do we know which alpha it is?
exactly. So, there you are. But your characters don't even know that.
No, we definitely don't know that.
Sorry, I'm really enjoying this. Then the number pad sits there in front of you. She looks at the four of you expectantly.
Solarian's mom.
Yes. I will accept Mrs. Solarian's mom, or Mrs. Middleditch, if you must.
Where are you taking us?
Well, if you'll enter the numbers, you will see. Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi.
We'll help.
Have you not studied these things yet in school?
No.
I was under the impression that this was standard high school education.
It's all.
Are you not having a standard high school education here at Sam Smith High School?
I'm going to take my little strings associated with my hoodie and like just kind of like close them down.
I learned Latin.
Excellent. Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi, please.
That.
She beckons to you to then do the code.
So he goes like 1 for A, because that makes sense.
Okay, so first you look
Yeah.
at the panel.
Yeah.
I've tried several times today, to get you to start looking at your moves on your sheets to maybe start doing some of those things. Definitely
I'm going to engage
always,
this threat.
It is definitely not a threat to be engaged.
The door.
But there is a common move that is routinely undertaken by people.
Assess the situation.
Exactly. And you could do so if you wish to. Now, granted, you're like, I'd like to assess the situation. What's going on here? What's my threat? What's my challenge? These things are great. You can ask some questions. You can always assess the situation. So remember, when you're playing the game, you're wanting to, I am doing moves. I'm just not telling you what those moves are because they're all GM moves. When you go to do things, I always recommend do the description of what you're trying to do. But if you can root it in a move that you're trying to undertake, that's always the best.
I kind of want to pierce her mask so she can tell us what she wants.
Yeah.
you can
no,
do that too.
Do that.
So you haven't done that in the role play at all.
No.
What we have seen is somebody go over to the button pad
Yeah.
to start just pushing random buttons.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi, what I just
guessing.
told you was.
Yeah.
You don't know any of those things.
No, I was just going to say A is 1, and then D is going to be 4, and then I'm going to get lost
Why
at
is
L
D
and P
4?
because Delta,
A,
the
B,
fourth
C,
letter
D.
of the alphabet. I know English good.
Okay.
Okay, Alpha starts with A, so it goes
Yes.
for
All
1.
right, cool. Yes.
Yeah.
We don't. You can see him reach out with a pencil, or is that just because Allison has a pencil
no,
in
it's
his head?
his finger.
His big, thick, pudgy finger
Yeah.
goes to push the button.
Boop.
It does not sound like you're trying to assess the situation at all. You're just
No, I'm
literally
gonna
like, I'm gonna push buttons and be dumb. Because not like
No, I
in the
got you. I
negative
got you.
sense, but just like I
When he
don't have an
plays-
understanding of what to do.
When he plays Pong, he button mashes, which is
Exactly.
like not a thing on Pong, but that's what he
What's
does.
XP do?
Xpay this whole time has just kind of been staring at Mrs. Flarian. And
Flarian. That's her husband. She's Novarian. Husband is Flarian. And their daughter is Stella.
awesome.
D-star.
And they finally just look at her and they're very transparent. And they say, so I'm still learning and I don't really understand what's happening right now. I'm trying to understand the code you're giving me, but I don't really get it. Can you please just tell me what to do and I will put it in?
Why don't you roll to pierce her mask?
And it's plus anything?
You're going to roll plus mundane.
Oh, it's a -1. Awkward. So 7.
Yes. So on a 7 and a 9, you get to ask one of the questions below.
What do you want me to do?
Well, that's easy. She wants you to enter the code into the door
Yeah.
No.
so that she can reveal to you the gift that she has presented. And so she's going to say, this isn't even a test. I was under the impression that high school students of your caliber should have easily understood the code of Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi, and therefore you should have access to my gift below.
I don't know if we've gotten to that part in our studies yet, but I'm more than
That
willing
is
to learn.
unfortunate.
I should have asked a different question.
Yeah.
Dang it. Didn't think that one through.
Can I assess the situation?
You could attempt to unleash your powers
I'm going to fail.
and
though.
type in a whole bunch of codes real fast and see if you can just outsmart the system.
Oh, I'm going to break it.
But you're super hopeless right now.
Yeah.
That was my plan to just kind of. No, I was just going to casually lean on it and just like heat up the logs so it like melts away.
I don't want to wreck this thing.
Yeah, stars are hot.
You made your power sound last session like you created things from nothing. Like I manipulate the powers of the cosmic energies to just create this thing that's in front of me.
So you
And
can
now
make a hot
Now you got
star.
hot. He just makes a hot plate and puts it against the thing.
Make a little hibachi.
I think George would still like to, because he wants to know how could he best end this quickly. Is kind of where he's at. Like, how do I stop this so I get to see what's on the other side of the store?
Okay. How do you end this quickly?
He asks for the codes in Arabic numerals,
Yeah, the numbers on the dial, which you haven't even asked, are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
but he wants the code, so he's gonna get it from Solarian's mom. I
Sure.
keep forgetting her
How do you
name.
do that?
Gonna be straightforward and be like, we don't know Greek. Can you please tell me which buttons to push in what sequence?
You're really pushing my buttons, she says.
You're not being helpful. And he crosses his arms.
I'm just going to punch the door down.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This is what I'm trying to avoid. It's not working. She's very difficult.
Mainly because I'm insecure and this is how I clear this card, is doing something really stupid.
I just want to point out there's a really nice one on the sheet here for basic moves. It's the third on the list.
Yeah.
You all easily can see how hopeless George has been for the last day and a half. How insecure
You got this, kid.
Bo has become after talking to Ms. Thornbubble. So it's easy to see the insecurity. So you're super insecure.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're going to roll to unleash your powers to use your super strength to punch the door in.
Yes.
All right. Sounds like something you would want to do to unleash your powers. Could definitely reshape your environment.
There we go. Okay, so I got 11.
Yeah, you've definitely made a hit. Why don't you describe the effect of what you do?
She's been like pacing back and forth with like her hoodie like tied super tight, and then just is like, good screw it! And then like runs up and just like punches the door in an attempt to like knock it off its hinges or whatever.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you absolutely blow the door off its hinges. You can see the door is over an inch thick. It's solid steel. There is no window in it. There is a loud mechanical crunch. And what does it say on your conditions?
It says discard this card at the end of a scene if you take a foolhardy action without talking to your team.
Accurate.
But it's not the end of the scene yet, so.
The 1 inch thick door gets blown inward, crumples under your blow, and then fires down a pretty steep set of stairs, hits the wall on a landing which is made out of concrete, and puts huge gouges in that concrete, and then bangs and crashes, and then slowly topples out of sight to the left.
Oops.
The next panel is Solarian and George looking at Adora, saying or not saying.
Well, I guess that's the code then. Punch the door in.
Holy hamburgers. Oops.
Sure, yeah, actually, all we see is O
Because it goes
The
on.
next panel is from the back of Novarian as she looks, and her arms are now crossed in her awesome business suit, her briefcase at her side, and you can see OOPS continued from the other bubble as Adora looks at her. She says, "Excellent. Well, I'm certain you will all figure out the code shortly. Proceed after me. Solarian, fix the door."
You couldn't have just told us the code, but
I did tell you the code, son.
I'm going to lean over and attempt to provoke Solarian.
Oh, wow. Okay, whoa. What are you doing? Not just provoking.
Yeah, no,
Solarian.
I'm going to be like, you're better than this. Why don't you fucking change the code? Just tell it to me later. I'm going to go down the stairs.
You're left there at the top of the stairs, Solarian. What are you choosing to do?
I guess I'll create a new door.
Unleash your powers.
That's ooh, and I add my freak. It's a 7.
Yes.
Just enough.
Just barely got there. Now you're going to mark a condition, though, as a result of that. And the effect is unstable. So what is unstable? Oh, wait. You can either mark a condition or the effect is only temporary or unstable. Which would you like to do?
Okay, I'll take a condition then.
Yes. And the reason why, and this is important for the rest of the group, why is it important for Solarian to have conditions?
So whenever I charge up my powers, I roll plus my conditions. I don't actually minus them.
Exact. Well, no. You roll plus the conditions you have. So if you have 3 conditions, you roll and you get to add 3 to that. If you have 2 conditions, you roll and you get
need
to
to be
add
pissed
2 to
off
that.
and insecure.
So basically,
Crabby.
you want a base level of conditions already in play for your own character in order to charge up your powers.
You're the asshole character that is always grumpy. You're always angry.
As much as his character is superior and haughty and controlling, right, as Solarian is, and better than everyone, he needs that emotional connection
Fuel,
to his powers to fuel even he can still roll if he has no conditions, but it's better if he has conditions.
Dang.
I'll be guilty.
That's a good
I
choice.
feel bad that we broke Mom's door.
I did it for you.
Did you?
It looks exactly the same as it did before?
Yep.
Excellent. It is not unstable or temporary because you've chosen to become guilty as a result of this. And she leads you down the stairs, Solarian. You've reformed the door and it is closed before you, and the keypad lights up 3 times and then goes dark.
I'm going to try the code.
Do you know the code?
I pull out my phone and I look up what Alpha, Delta, Lambda, and Pi represent.
Sure. Your phone says, "Oh, hey, it's been a while."
Hello, Floyd.
No, not Floyd.
Marcus.
No, not Marcus.
Tim Cook?
No, I don't know why. What?
You said my phone's talking to me.
Your
It's
phone is
Jot.
definitely talking to you.
It's just.
It's not.
I wanted it to be.
We all know who his phone is.
What's his phone?
It just takes some remembering on your
I
part
don't remember.
because of something he did.
Is it John Stamos?
It is, in fact. Yes, Stamos.
I forgot about that.
It is Stamos.ai. I see you've got an appointment on Saturday.
Yes, I do.
I see you have an appointment Saturday afternoon to get cool clothes. You need help with that? I was pretty fashionable.
If anyone can help me, it'd be you.
Yeah, I wore some pretty nice outfits when I was head manning Jesse and the Rippers.
Right. Alpha, Delta, Lambda, Pi. What are the numbers that correspond with them?
Oh man, I don't know. I'll look it up for you.
Very good.
In the meantime, would you like to hear a hit classic song from Jesse and the...
Let's hold off for now.
All right, it's going to be a while then.
It's quicker if you listen to the song.
Oh, so it's like a game where if you watch the ad.
I am not a game.
No, John, you're not a game.
Thank you. This almost feels like punishment sometimes, just so you know.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, that's alpha is either the number 0 or 1 or any number between 0 and 1. Wow, that's a lot of numbers. If you're talking like integers, not so much. Real numbers, a lot. So there you go. Delta is 4, math-wise. You know, I was never really good at this stuff. Like, I was more into music and music theory, like 3/4 time, 4/4 time, jazz, you know, all that stuff. Lambda is 1 in math, and then pi is 3.14159, and he just continues on in his stainless way. And after like 8 numbers, he starts to like turn it into a song.
The pie song?
It's just him scatting numbers. And it continues. He just keeps going and going and going.
All right, John, that's enough.
Oh, yes. Whew. I got caught up there.
You
know, not having lungs makes it easy to just keep talking and yet at the same time realize I'm not alive anymore.
Everything is the people in the...
Your phone just goes dark.
Is the heads in the jars from Futurama.
Tuck my phone in, and based on what he gave me, I tried the code.
Sure.
1413.
Does not open.
It's 141314.
Oh.
Yeah.
141314.
It opens.
Sweet. Then Solarian, once he's got the door and it's locked again, he heads downstairs to meet up with everybody else.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated masks, a new generation game set in the superhero teenage world of Halcyon City. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.